This video tutorial is a step-by-step walkthrough of some typical question styles that you will be encountering while taking a verbal reasoning style psychometric test. These test types will typically take the form of a written passage, followed by a series of questions with possible true, false, or cannot say responses. As with before, we should read the written passage first. The first problem with financial statements is that they are in the past. However detailed, they provide just a snapshot of the business at one moment in time. There is also a lack of detail in financial statements, giving little use in the running of a business. Financial statements are provided for legal reasons to meet with accounting regulations and are used mainly by city analysts who compute share prices and give guidance to shareholders. Accounts often have hidden information and may also be inconsistent. It is difficult to compare different companies' accounts despite there being standards, as there is much leeway in the standards. So like before, there is too much information and variables to remember perfectly once through, and this is to be expected. Let's look at the question to know what information we need to extract. If account reporting standards were tightened, it would be easier to compare the performance of different companies. Following a quick scan, we can see that the last sentence in the passage says, "It is difficult to compare different companies' accounts, despite there being standards, as there is much leeway in the standards." This implies that if there were less leeways in the standards, it would be easier to compare different companies' accounts. It is fair to say that the accounts of a company are tied to the performance of a company, and so it would be easier to compare the performance of different companies if reporting standards were tightened. That would give us an answer of true. However, in order to get to that conclusion, we must use inductive reasoning, which is all very well, but we are thus employing a logical fallacy by assuming that the sequence of events will hold true once changed. We are given no statement that tightening the standards of reporting would indeed make it easier to compare the performance of different companies. We can induce, but not logically deduce. This is a key difference that we have to recognize when undertaking a verbal reasoning psychometric test. If we look at the definitions of our potential answers once more, we can see that for it to be true, the statement would follow logically, but in this case, it does not completely follow logically. We need more information and thus cannot ascertain whether the statement is correct or not. Therefore, the answer is cannot say. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. We hope it's been helpful. Best of luck with your test practicing here at Assessment Day.